As I was praying and looking to the Lord this morning and preparing my heart for tonight, endeavoring to pick up the mind of the Spirit, what He wants us to do, what He wants me to say, uh, some of the some of the things that I heard from the Spirit, I want to share with you as I'm sharing my heart with you. That every face I see on the screen every week tells me an incredible story of God's love and God's grace toward us. Every name I see on this platform speaks volume of how faithful God is to his word and how true his promises are to us. They may take a long while to come to fruition, but God will always fulfill his promise as we remain faithful and stand in faith, no matter how long it takes. And I've seen promises being fulfilled over and over and over again. So I want to thank God for each one of you. First of all, for the value you add to this spiritual family and for the fragrance you bring to this ministry. I want you to know and be fully assured how much you are loved by God and by me, and how honored and privileged I consider myself and I count myself because God has chosen me to minister his love and his unfailing word to all of you. That's a great privilege for me to be able to sit here every Sunday evening, look at your faces on the screen, and be able to share the wonderful gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. And I want you to know that I consider myself very privileged to be able to do that every week. To my spiritual family in Zimbabwe, and particularly to Peter and Emma Henson, I wanted to thank them. I've also thanked them privately, but I want to also thank them publicly for bringing me and my ministry back to Zimbabwe. And in doing so, of course, they didn't know that, but in doing so, they have fulfilled a promise which the Lord gave me 34 years ago as I was leaving Zimbabwe with my family for good to enter into a full-time ministry. And the promise the Lord has given me, I couldn't understand it then, but now I understand it fully. The promise the Lord gave me was recorded and is recorded in Genesis 28 and verse 15. And I'm going to read that to the glory of God and to thank him for fulfilling that promise he gave me so many years ago. The Lord said, "Behold, as I was leaving Zimbabwe, I am with you, and I will keep you wherever you go, and will bring you back to this land. For I will not leave you until I have done what I have spoken to you." Now, physically, I'm not living in Zimbabwe. I have not returned, but my spirit has returned. My spirit, my ministry has returned to the people of Zimbabwe and to the land which I dearly loved and continue to do so, because we had some of the most wonderful years with my wife in Zimbabwe. And exciting years, years that bring back beautiful memories. And the Lord, when he said, "I'll bring you back to this land," I believe he was referring to my ministry. And that's why we visit with Stephen twice a year. And if we could do it more, we would do it, because we love being with our Zimbabwean family. Now, something that has encouraged me in the last few weeks, I think it happened about maybe 6 weeks ago or 7 weeks, was a very short text from Zoe Thompson. Now, Zoe Thompson usually sits with her mom, and all of her children are sitting around her, including her dad, around the table, and they listen to the word that is preached every Sunday. And one particular Sunday after the message, I received a text from Zoe. Remember, she's 12 years of age. And she sent me the following text, and I want to read it to you. I think I've put it on the channel, but perhaps you didn't see it. And this is what she said. Hi, Pastor Andreas. I hope everything is well. I just wanted to say thank you for ministering to all of us. It is very inspiring to see the dedication that you have in what you are doing. Thank you for putting so much effort into teaching us how to grow in our relationship with the Lord. I cannot tell you how much that text meant to me, coming from a 12-year-old writing to me and expressing her gratitude. And yeah, it was a very encouraging text that she did send me. So if she's listening, I want to say publicly, thank you, Zoe, for being so thoughtful and considerate.